Welcome everyone to Grand Tour Wrestling Underground. I'm your host, Infinite Fantasy. And we're getting into a singles bout right here with Benjamin Bourne versus Jeff Cobb.
Making his way to the ring from Green Bay, Wisconsin, weighing in at 231 pounds, Bad Boy Benjamin Bourne.
We got a special treat here tonight as we have one of our main roster stars, Benjamin Bourne, in tonight's single match going against newcomer Jeff Cobb. Benjamin Bourne had recently suffered a devastating defeat in the hands of Catalysm, losing his chance to win the hardcore title. However, Benjamin Bourne ready to get back in the saddle here tonight in this singles bout. The natural born bad boy looking to climb up the ladder once more and make his way into the championship scene.
And his opponent from Honolulu, Hawaii, weighing in at 273 pounds, Jeff Cobb.
Jeff Cobb is a newcomer here in GTW. Not too long ago in the indie scene and has been wrestling in our dark matches and house shows, is now officially on the main roster for Grand Tour Wrestling, making a television appearance here tonight. It is going to be a big match for Jeff Cobb and an even bigger win if he can manage to pin or make Benjamin Bourne tap out here tonight. This man likes to use his size and strength to his advantage, using his body like a boulder. However, Benjamin Bourne, knowing for his rough, brutish, brawling style and experience, might be more than enough to take on this newcomer here tonight. And here comes the bell. Jeff Cobb getting two right hands, followed by a backbreaker on the Benjamin Bourne. Now the two grapple up. Benjamin Bourne forcing Jeff Cobb into the corner here. There's the referee looking to break up the two men. Benjamin Bourne waiting for the signal for the ref to get in there. He might be known as the unadulterated bad boy, but he is anything but a sportsman. And here he is, working on the outside leg of Jeff Cobb, trying to weaken those muscles there. And I mentioned earlier how Benjamin Bourne likes to play rough, how he has that brutish brawling style, and it's showing right here. Now grappling up with Jeff Cobb. And you can see Jeff Cobb using that muscle to try and overpower Benjamin Bourne as he has him trapped in the corner, and once again the referee breaking them up. With them separated, the two men once again get into a grapple. Benjamin Bourne throwing the challenger down. Jeff Cobb slightly gets to a dodge, however, not enough to escape Benjamin Bourne's backbreaker. And here we go, once again grappling up, Benjamin Bourne throwing Jeff Cobb against the ropes, and a hip toss by the bad boy. And here comes the pin, 1, 2, Jeff Cobb gets the shoulder up. And there's a knee drop by the natural bad boy, Benjamin Bourne. And there's Jeff Cobb overpowering him as he gets it back into the ring before Benjamin Bourne attempting a spear. However, Jeff Cobb able to overpower his way back into this match, but not able to trump Benjamin Bourne's experience as he goes for a spinning elbow, knocking him down. And you see Benjamin Bourne stalking him, strategically tearing Jeff Cobb apart here. And here he is, measuring him up. Bourne is ready to finish this fight, but here comes Jeff Cobb with those elbows to the ribs, fighting back here. And a clothesline by Jeff Cobb. He goes for an open hand chop. Benjamin Bourne ducks under. Here comes the Irish whip into the corner. And several elbows by Benjamin Bourne. Now making his way to the second rope. Double axe handle. Benjamin Bourne going for the pin. One. But Jeff Cobb kicks out. An amazing Hurricane Rana by Jeff Cobb, an impressive maneuver by someone his size. Here he goes for the Irish whip. Benjamin Bourne coming off the ropes. Benjamin Bourne manages to brace himself, stopping any attack coming from Jeff Cobb. And it seems Benjamin Bourne still in control of this match, despite Jeff Cobb trying to bring the fight to him. And there's Benjamin Bourne with a kick to the sternum. They again grapple up. And here comes another backbreaker by the bad boy Benjamin Bourne as he now measures him up. Benjamin Bourne looking for the finisher move. But no, a reversal by Jeff Cobb as he goes for a bridge suplex. And here comes Jeff Cobb with a tombstone pile driver. He now goes for the pin. 1, 2, but Benjamin Bourne manages to kick out. Here comes Cobb doing an Irish whip. Benjamin Bourne off the ropes. And a strong right hand to the ribs. Jeff Cobb fighting back though. He's going for those heavy strikes and open hand chops to the chest. He's laying Benjamin Bourne out. Now using the ropes as leverage as he's twisting the knee of his opponent. And there's just Cobb smashing Benjamin Bourne into the top turnbuckle. Benjamin Bourne getting the Irish whip. Jeff Cobb with a reversal, throwing Benjamin Bourne off the ropes, and he spears him out of the ring. The two men now fighting in front of our announcer's desk as Jeff Cobb goes to twist the knee of Benjamin Bourne. And an amazing shooting star press. A lot of agility for a guy his size. Speaking of agility, did you just see how Jeff Cobb just threw himself over the top rope outside the ring like a flying bulldozer? He now throws Benjamin Bourne back into the ring. Jeff Cobb taking control of this match. This will be Jeff Cobb's first official match as a signed GTW wrestler, now officially on the main roster. And Benjamin Bourne going for the pin here. 1, 2, and Jeff Cobb, amazingly, what ring awareness as he gets the rope break. And there's a headbutt by Jeff Cobb. And a knee right into the head of Benjamin Bourne. Here comes the pin. 1, 2. But Benjamin Bourne gets to show up at the very last second. I don't even think Jeff Cobb can believe it. He thought he had the win right there. I thought he had the win right there. He now throws Benjamin Bourne off the ropes. Tilt-a-whirl slam. Will this be enough? No. Again, Bourne kicks out. Amazing. There's a super kick by Jeff Cobb. And there's a bear hug as he tosses Benjamin Bourne over the top rope once more, landing outside the ring. That's 10 feet in the air that Benjamin Bourne has landed from. Powerbomb by Jeff Cobb, who has completely turned this match around. And Benjamin Bourne with a reversal as he slams Cobb's leg right into that ring apron. Followed by a backbreaker. And Benjamin Bourne going completely ballistic here at ringside in front of the announcer's desk. Benjamin Bourne rolling in the ring to avoid the ring out. And here he is now breaking the count as he rolls back outside the ring. What strength by Jeff Cobb as he just deadlifts Benjamin Bourne right over his head. And did you hear the thud from that drop? That just echoed all the way across the arena. Jeff Cobb waiting for Benjamin Bourne to get in the ring. They grapple up. Benjamin Bourne trying to fight back as he throws his elbows into the ribs. He goes for the Irish whip. Jeff Cobb off the ropes. And there's Jeff Cobb grabbing that top rope, stopping the momentum. Now gaining control over Benjamin Bourne once more. Here comes Jeff Cobb, throw across the ring, clothesline into the back of Benjamin Bourne. And Bourne getting a right hand over Cobb. Cobb going for a swing, completely missing. Bourne was going for an underarm fisherman suplex, but Cobb rolls him over into reversal. Cobb outside, going on the top turnbuckle, flowing outside the ring with a clothesline on the Benjamin Bourne. Bourne thought he could avoid the high-risk move by rolling out the ring, but Cobb ended up changing his trajectory outside the ring. These two are going absolutely nuts here. Here comes Cobb. German suplex. And a moonsault by Jeff Cobb. I have to say, for someone his size, he really does move well. We're at 7 in the ring out here. If Benjamin Bourne is not careful, if Jeff Cobb is not careful, these two could be counted out. And both of them get in the ring in the nick of time here. There's a fisherman slam by Benjamin Bourne, but Jeff Cobb kicks out. And there's Bourne sizing them up. Could this be it? Could he be going for the win? 1, 2, but Cobb gets the shoulder up once again. Neither man giving up in this match. Swanton by Benjamin Bourne. Here comes the pin. 1, 2, 3, and Benjamin Bourne gets the win.
Here is your winner, Bad Boy Benjamin Bourne.
Amazing win by Benjamin Bourne here tonight on Underground. Coming up next, though, we still got Truth and Consequences in a tag team match against Les Femmes Fatales, the team of Fuego Lopez and Flamer, coming up next on Underground.
The following is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, Tiffany Lane and Dorothy Lane. Truth and Consequences.
Welcome back, everyone, to GTW Underground. Once again, I am your host, Infinite Fantasy, and we're about to get into some tag team action as we have the Lane sisters, Dorothy and Tiffany Lane, who form the tag team Truth and Consequences, going up against the newest, the Luchador Attraction, Fuego Lopez and Flamer, who form Les Femmes Fatales. You know it's going to be a rough night tonight. When the background is on fire, these two women, these two sisters, live for absolute chaos and destruction. However, they might not be a match for these two high flyers coming out now.
And their opponents. The Superstar and Lopez, Les Femmes Fatales.
Les Femmes Fatales, the newest tag team formed by these two luchadors, Flamer and the former Women's U.S. Champion, Fuego Lopez, who had just recently lost the title to main eventer The Witch. Moving on now, she's looking to get into the tag team division with her new partner Flamer as they take on Truth and Consequences here tonight. You can hear the crowd erupting here in this sold-out arena as we're about to have this tag team women's division match. Oh, I see we have Team Red Sox in here, and we also have Joyce in here. Hey Joyce, how you doing? Glad to see you can make it here in this live event. For anyone who doesn't know, Joyce Miskin is a successful self-published novelist who has written a book called Twilight Realm. It's a very good read and highly recommended. That is Twilight Realm by J. Foss. You can find this book on Amazon. And if you want to follow her on Instagram, you can find out all about it along with some beautiful illustrations, artwork done by the author. And some of the most beautiful pieces I have seen. I highly recommend checking it out. But now, back to our match. We're starting things off with former Women's U.S. Champion Fuego Lopez in the ring with Dorothy Lane, one half of Truth and Consequences. And here's the luchador coming off the ropes with a neckbreaker onto Dorothy Lane. And here comes Fuego Lopez, picking up one half of the Lane sisters. Open hand chop. And a DDT by Fuego Lopez. And both women make the tag. We now have Flamer in the ring with Tiffany Lane, the other Lane sister. And probably one of the more aggressive ones, as she's able to match the high-flying style of these two luchador wrestlers. And here we got on the live chat, Bowling God 74. I got the candy, soda, and popcorn ready for another kick-ass night of wrestling. Oh, hell yeah, Bowling God. I definitely feel you on that one. And here we got Tiffany Lane coming out the top rope. Double knee drop onto Flamer. And there's Flamer going for a kick to the head. And a super kick. Tiffany Lane avoiding the submission hold as she seeks her way out. And a cross body drop by Tiffany Lane. I would like to take this time to also remind all our viewers of the Infinite Fantasy If art contest that's being held on Instagram. You can find the post on the details of this art contest on the Infinite Fantasy If Instagram page. The winner of the contest will have their art featured in the middle of the ring at the GTW Christmas show Holiday Mayhem, along with their social media tag. The show will not only be live streaming on Twitch, but will also be put on YouTube to maximize publicity for both GTW and the artist who gets their art displayed on the ring. You can find the details on the Infinite Fantasy If Instagram page. And now, the two Luchadors with a double team move. Las Femmes Fatales now gaining advantage over Truth and Consequences as Flamer goes for a face buster onto Tiffany Lane. We got Joyce going, I gotta check it out. Not gonna lie, if you actually entered that contest, there's a good chance you might actually win it. You could get your art on the ring at the Christmas pay-per-view event. And here comes Flamer going for the pin on Tiffany Lane, but Tiffany Lane gets the shoulder up. And here comes Flamer with an Irish whip into the corner. Tiffany Lane with an elbow fighting her way out. And a Lady Abigail by Tiffany Lane. She went for a finishing move. However, Fuego Lopez able to break up the count early.
There's the tag.
And here's Tiffany making the tag to her sister Dorothy. Truth and Consequences going for a double team move as Tiffany holds her in place. Dorothy goes for that double axe handle, nearly breaking the arm. However, Flamer quickly recovers. There's Dorothy throwing the elbows to the sternum, fighting back. Throws her into the corner. Now tagging in Tiffany Lane. And there's Tiffany Lane flying off the top rope. Flamer rolls out of the way, avoiding that knee strike by Tiffany Lane. And now here comes Flamer, attempting to tag in Fuego Lopez, but intercepted by Tiffany. And now goes for an arm drag, taking down Flamer. And Flamer quickly sweeping the leg, rolling into a pin. 1, 2, but Tiffany kicks out. And here comes Flamer, tagging her partner. We got Fuego Lopez, the former Women's U.S. Champion, now in the ring against Tiffany Lane, clotheslining her over the top rope, and now the two taking a battle at ringside. And there's Tiffany Lane getting her bell rung right into the ring post. And Tiffany Lane knocking Fuego Lopez on her back. Fuego Lopez, who just a few weeks ago lost the U.S. title to the Witch, winning her first singles belt in many years. And there's Fuego Lopez now in the ring. And Tiffany Lane taking her out. She goes to make the tag to her sister Dorothy. Dorothy now in the ring. Fuego Lopez looking to try and recalibrate herself, so to speak. She gets thrown off the ropes, and here comes a neckbreaker by Dorothy Lane. Dorothy Lane tagging in Tiffany. Fuego Lopez seems to be in a lot of trouble as she's rendered unconscious in that corner. Tiffany with that leg drop. I'm sorry, with the drop kick. 1, but Fuego Lopez kicks out. Some more open hand chops, a kick to the sternum. Tiffany Lane Going full momentum, rolling over, dropping Fuego Lopez on her back to the mat. She tags in Dorothy. And there's Dorothy dropping down with the double axe handle. And she's going for the pin, using the ropes as leverage. But the referee catches her. The referee catches Dorothy cheating there, trying to use the ropes as leverage. An illegal pin by Dorothy Lane. And Fuego Lopez now tags in her partner Flamer. Flamer now the legal woman in this tag team match. She goes for the Irish whip. Dorothy off the ropes. She goes under. Goes over. A Superman punch by Flamer. She goes for the pin. One, but Tiffany breaks up the count. Now Flamer has Dorothy in her partner's corner. She makes a tag to her partner, Fuego Lopez. That's Femmes Fatales going for a double team move. And here's comes Fuego. Fuego Lopez sizing her up. 1, 2, 3, and the two luchadors pick up the win.
Here are your winners. The Superstar and Lopez, Les Femmes Fatales.
Amazing win by these two luchadors in this tag team match. That concludes Underground. Remember, if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell to know when new episodes of GTW are coming near you. And for those of you who watch on Twitch, don't forget to follow and catch our live shows.